Story 1. All right, here goes. Start healthy routines. Brush your teeth. I know it might be silly, but brush your teeth. Floss 2. Sit straight in your chair. Sitting like a shrimp will hurt you later. This is a bit late, but make 3 lists. Jobs that pay well. Jobs that will grow in the future. Jobs you like to do. Pick jobs that are in all 3 lists. When you get a job, don't worry about it not being your perfect job. Think of it as a stepping stone. Don't do what I did and work for the same company for way too long. I have many years of regrets with almost everyone doing better after they left. When you have a job, put money aside. Pay off the more immediate debts, but learn to put money away into a retirement account. Before you do that, definitely take care of anything that stands between you and the ground. Shoes, mattress, and chair. Make sure those are comfortable. Don't worry about dating. Don't date anyone at the office. Recurring calendar notifications will save your life. Work anniversary, birthdays of coworkers, boss, important dates, etc. Take seconds to set up and you never need to think about it. See the alert and you're up to date and everyone is amazed. Set the reminders at least a week or 2 before, though, so you have time to get a gift or figure out what to do, if anything. Whatever doesn't kill you will damage you over time and you'll get a lot more vulnerable as you age. I guess another tip relates to me. Find an old person. They love to give advice. Listen to them. You don't have to do everything they say, but some of their ramblings might help. Edit. Thank you everyone for the great comments. Really good tips as replies to this one. Story 2. Probably like 1 person in 10 actually knows what they want to do at that age. Of those people, maybe 1 in 100 actually achieves the thing they wanted. The rest of us just figure it out as we go. Try stuff. If it's not to your taste, try other stuff. You have time. Story 3. Ha ha ha. I am 75 and still haven't decided what I want to be when I grow up. I've worked 65 years under Social Security, 22 for United States Federal Civil Service, ran a full-time daycare, and a full-time house cleaning service. Yes, I was a workaholic, but I have fully retired now, even though I'd still like to go into a few other careers before I kick the bucket. Just ask yourself where you want to be in 10 years and plan accordingly today. Story 4. Son, at 23, I was sharing a foxhole in Vietnam with a dude named Zeke from Alabama, while the Viet Cong came at us from all directions. We've been a couple for the last 40 years. You'll find your foxhole. Story 5. Do not determine your success by comparing yourself to others. They aren't you and you aren't them. Life is unfair, much like people can do everything wrong and still win. You can do everything right and still lose. The only thing you can do is make the best of the hand you're dealt. Story 6. Focus on life, love, travel, and freedom. Career does not mean anything if you have no time to experience life. We are not designed to work. Live your life and focus on freedom, not being wealthy or extremely rich. Time is 100 times more valuable than money. Story 7. Try things. The ideal is something rewarding that you like and are good at. You may have to settle for plan B, but you don't want to go through life wishing you had given your dreams a shot. Story 8. Don't waste time with too much introspection. Focus on what's going on around you and what you might do about it. Whether work or personal life, focus on what's going your way and what you can do to keep things moving. If you don't like how things are, change what you do. If you like how things are, what can you do to keep it going, possibly make it better? Story 9. Don't do drugs. It is so easy, but it has ruined many lives. I don't care how sad you are, how curious you are, or whatever you are, just don't. The depths of despair that hard drugs will drag you down into are unimaginable. This should be common sense, but it's not, apparently. Story 10. If there's anything I wish I did in my 20s, it would have been to not spend my money on stupid material things and travel instead. The precious few trips I took around the United States, Canada, and one wild mission to Patagonia had an enormous positive impact on who I am today, and it's all because they happened when I still had no idea who I was. I travel around the world for a living now in my early 30s, and it's not that it's too late or anything, but it just doesn't impact me the same as it would have 10 years ago. How I wish that my first time in Japan or India would have been when I was young and naive, Learning as I go rather than worrying about my currency exchange rate or what products I can get for cheaper. Get yourself a big backpack and get out there. Story 11. Get into a trade. Trades are so worth it these days. You get a great education without spending thousands of dollars, and you can make decent money doing something that you might actually enjoy. Story 12. I started working for the government at 23 with not a lot of high qualifications behind me. Now I'm a GS-14 making good money, but probably about to get demoted. Story 13. I'm 41 and starting my career over. My brother is 42 and just finished a nursing degree. My other brother started a business at age 40 and is now thriving at age 47. My point, like others, is that there is no rush. Do what you want right now in life, and when you change your mind, change your life. Nothing in life is concrete. You don't need to pick one thing and stick to it. When I was that age, I thought everything was black and white. Pick a career and live that way till you die. What a load of nonsense. Life is full of ups and downs that will take you all sorts of places. Have fun and enjoy the ride. Story 14. Travel. Do what you need to do to make some money and travel. I went to New Zealand at 25 when I was feeling the same way. I left with a plane ticket and $3,000, bought a car there, worked, and traveled around when I was ready to keep exploring. It really gave me clarity, perspective, experience, confidence, and much more. Good luck. It's normal to feel that way. Enjoy life. Story 15. Get pen and paper, ideally a journal or a notepad. Jot down what you want in life by ages 30, 35, 40, or 50. Pick milestone ages. Pick things you want. Could be a condo, could be a lake house, could be a jet. But make those goals and figure out what you need to get them at present. If you want money now and don't mind, manual labor trades are hiring. If you want advice about leveraging college courses, I can provide that information. If you have a degree, leverage those skills for something. Look for stepping stones to your goal and walk. Take it from someone who's shifted careers a few times. There are always ways forward, but windows tighten and close the older you get. 23 is fine and young, unless you wanted to be a professional athlete in the Big Four United States sports, or the world's youngest. Fill in the blank. Story 16. I would tell this person 3 things. 1. Have fun doing the things you are doing now. You are in an amazing time of your life to do things truly for the fun of it. Something that becomes more challenging as time goes by. Travel as much as you are able to other countries on different continents, or to other states or neighboring countries. Go to the closest big city even. Being around the way of life of other humans is interesting and important. Work the problem backwards. What do you hope to have achieved by the time you are 30, 40? Be a homeowner? Have your Doctor of Philosophy degree? Pay off your debt? Make this list long. Choose a path that hits enough of your goals, and that is something you may actually enjoy doing. Secret number 4. Know that what you want to do with your life is a question you will always be looking for an answer to, and that answer will change a lot between now and then. Story 17. Is your dream to be wealthy? If not, do not worry about money. You can get a career in a few years. Go travel or dedicate your time to a sport or passion you care about. It's a lot easier to be poor, travel, meet people, and learn new things when you are young. You will not be able to do a lot of this stuff when you are older. Careers and jobs will be waiting for you. Story 18. Have fun. Enjoy your youth. Be nice to the people you care about. It's normal and totally okay to feel like you're not on a well-defined path. Those paths are usually an illusion at that age anyway. Be open to interesting experiences and adventures. If you can, take seasonal or temporary jobs in cool places around the country. It's a good way to see the world and learn about possible paths your life could take. Story 19. Keep trying stuff. Keep learning. That's how you discover things. Remember, 99% of people hate their jobs, and not everyone's talents equate to a career. You don't have to pick a career path for life these days. Plenty of people change careers once or more. You just need to find something you can see yourself doing for a time. Take at least a few college or university courses, if you can do so without going into debt. Because even if you never use them for work, the experience of going, even online, is one of those hallmark rites of passage that teaches you about yourself. Consider doing a career test, but don't expect a magic answer. It just might help you discover options you hadn't thought of or heard of. Story 20. The advice of trying different things is a good one, but if by chance you have something that you are committed to doing, even if you don't realize it, I would recommend working on it. I guess it starts with spending some time reflecting on what you like, what you are good at, and what is needed. In the beginning, you can try spending 30 minutes a week just with a pen and paper, critically thinking about it. If that's too hard, then maybe you can start with 15 minutes a week. But it's worth spending the time so you live every day with a purpose. Story 21. One of the best tips I've gotten is to start with small, manageable goals. Whether that's traveling, learning new skills, or just connecting with people in different fields. It doesn't have to be about one big decision. It's about building experiences that shape what you want long-term. Your 20s are about growth and learning. Story 22. First, you need a foundational career skill. Sales or skilled trades are highly recommended. Second, you need a savings account. You need to save for the day that you actually discover a career path you want. Otherwise, you will be stuck working payday to payday, and dreams will fall out the window. Third, you need to decide what type of life you find fulfilling. Sitting at a computer desk all day browsing the internet, working on a construction site, in a mechanic garage, talking and meeting new people, traveling. Nobody knows exactly what they want at that age, but you do need to pick a general direction quickly. Wait much longer, and you will feel woefully behind your colleagues in anything. Can you tell me more about your hobbies? How do you like to relax? Do you enjoy sweating and working hard? Would you prefer making 100 phone calls every day? Are you interested in cars, electronics, tools, or landscaping? What types of interesting things pop up in your YouTube feed? What forums are you active in? I can help, but I need to know you better. Story 23. Been there. I didn't figure out what I wanted to do with my life until I was 26. But what I can tell you is, if you have anything that might prevent you from pursuing something in the future, like massive unpaid debts, which again is my personal experience, try to address those in the meantime. In my opinion, your goal is to give yourself time to find what you want to do with your life and be ready to take advantage of most opportunities when you're ready. Story 24. Plumbing, electrical or heating, ventilation, and air conditioning work mostly involves indoor tasks, offers good pay, and you won't have to stop working at 50 due to back issues. Masonry is another option where the pay is excellent, but few people continue working in the trade after 50 to 55 years old. Carpentry also has a short working span, and the pay is not as good. If you're sober and dependable, you will never lack job opportunities, as many in the trades are unreliable, struggle with alcoholism, or substance use. Story 25. Realize that most people, including many who are much older, are in exactly the same situation, and it's normal. You are young, so think about what you like and see if you can make a living from it for a long period. Take a few short courses to try new things, get hobbies, and volunteer. Just do things, even if at first it may not seem like something you usually enjoy, just to gain experience. Story 26. Take some time to reflect on what truly makes you happy and fulfilled. It's easy to get caught up in expectations or pressure from others, but being true to yourself is key. Maybe take a personality test or think about what you value most in life, and then explore how to integrate that into your daily life or career path. Story 27. Get yourself a short-term hobby, think 30 minutes to an hour, medium-term hobby, days to a week-long hobby, and long-term hobby, weeks to months. It will do wonders for your mental health, and you might pick up a hobby you want to monetize. Story 28. You don't need to have everything sorted out at a certain age. Find things you enjoy, and maybe it could lead to something bigger. It took me until I was 25 before I decided to go back to school, and life is still a journey into the unknown. Find people who support and encourage you, and find joy in where you are right now. Story 29. Go to a trade school or join the military. Do not do college unless you know the specific outcome you want. Every week, put $8 in an envelope for 1 year. That, at the end of the year, is exactly what you can afford to spend on holiday presents. Anytime you feel like getting drunk, Transfer $65 to a savings account and instead go for a long walk. Volunteer at a senior center or assisted living for 2 months. You will discover exactly how you do not want to age. Story 30. Stop spending money on unnecessary things. Save and invest. There is nothing wrong with credit cards. You just need to be smart about using them. Only go to college if you know what you want, and be careful about getting student loans. Learning a trade will benefit you immensely. Learn heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. If or when you own a house, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning problems will be the most costly to fix, and you can save yourself a lot of money if you know how to do it yourself. Learn to fix your own car. You will save yourself thousands, and most repairs can be done at home. Story 31. Have fun, be safe, learn a trade, understand yourself as an adult. Some people, one of them being me, never did. Practice gratitude, travel, and learn something from a woman in your family whom you love and respect, such as a recipe, hobby, story, or wisdom.